Hello, it's so nice to be here. I must admit I'm a little bit sweaty, a little bit nervous. But I'm really happy to be here. This is my first public speech like this. I'm sure for many of you it was the same. I'm super stoked and honoured to be up here to talk about a little bit about what I know, which is content creation and online communities. So, there we go. Me, hi. A few years ago. So I'm Lorien, known as Lori Pops, and to all my friends and foes as Lori. I've assumed many roles in the game industry: a content creator, community manager, a producer, and a solo parent. Wait, no, that's a role in the game of life. Same thing. I'm here today to talk to you about content creators as a content creator who's worked and connected with countless studios and PR companies across the globe, launching new games, products, and esports events. In a complementing contrast, I'm also here to speak as a community manager, where I'll explain the basic principles of how to involve influencers with you and your studio successfully. Alrighty. I started my games career as a viewer. To gain context on the speech that's about to unfold, I need to take you to the beginning of my career. It's 2014. My green Sony Vaio laptop with a pink silicone keyboard cover, which I named Watermelon, would not run DayZ, which was pretty sad. So I went to YouTube and did a search and found a channel called The Rad Brad. There's a little snippet from his first DayZ video there. I watched one of his videos, and then I watched another one, and then I watched him play a completely different game, and that's when my love for video game content creation really began. So I turned to Twitch after that, searched DayZ, found a channel, and nestled myself into their community. This person streamed every day, and then I tuned in every day, meeting the same people there each time. I got a sense for what coming together around a game actually meant, and I'm still friends with some of those people today. So it was from here that I realized Twitch was the right place for me, all that live interaction and all that good stuff. So I began my own channel under the name of Lori Pops. Though I wasn't playing DayZ, I was playing a game called Destiny. So now it's 2015. I'm streaming every day, networking with other streamers, and our communities are crossing over and collaborating, so we're all growing together. Fast forward a few months, a large group of us Destiny content creators were meeting and hanging out at the very first TwitchCon in San Francisco. And it was the first time any of us had met a community manager, and that community manager happened to be Cosmo from Bungie. So it was awesome to meet an actual game developer from a game that I love to play, but why was he there? Twitch was a con for streamers, right? This is a golden question. Cosmo was right where he should be. In this moment in time, Discord wasn't known nor popular, just TeamSpeak. And what better way to kickstart a relationship with your game's community than to spend time with the very content creators who play it? So that's Cosmo. You might recognize Tifu there, a few other content creators, and his presence made our interest and passion about Destiny and Bungie feel legitimate. He was super cool, nerdy, looks a little bit nerdy, and he was a really, really down-to-earth and really cool person, very, very relatable. He wasn't there to deliver a spiel, he wasn't there to offer us paid activations, he was just there to get to know us and to form genuine relationships. Over the years, Cosmo and Deej would build their rapport with us by inviting us to exclusive dinners, convention meetups, and new content events. Our communities loved these cross collaborations of their favorite streamers. But you know, things are a little bit different now. Twitch is saturated with content creators, COVID-19 is restricting us from coming together, and Discord is the place to make those first connections. So how do we, as community managers into 2021, create and nurture these organic relationships? Not just with content creators, but their communities and our communities. Spoiler alert, I don't have the answers, just some mighty fine suggestions. So this is a real-life adaptation of our digital marketing manager, Liam, who just joined us a few weeks back at Rocketworks, and me. He's telling me all about statistics and analytics and stuff. It's definitely not my strong point, but maybe it will be one day. I'm hoping to be a more well-rounded CM as the years go by. So for now, I will offer my own psychology and some very minor analytics. Now, this is going to get a little bit personal. I promise not to brag. I do okay, but since I am a content creator too, I wanted to show you some of my stats. Now, you may think that offering a free game key to content creators and getting them to play your game is enough, and you may even have enough dollars to splurge on them to play your game for a certain amount of time. But this can only get you so much attention and real translation to video game downloads. What is, in my opinion, the most valuable is getting them to talk about your game organically. Oh, give me a second, sorry, I touched a button. There we go. So getting them to talk about your game of their own free will. It helps if you have a unique and fun game that is marketed well. Harder said than done, but it truly fizzles down to how involved the studio is with their community. As an off-the-cuff example, here you can see a promo I did with Xbox of the next-gen console and how much engagement my retweet got, and all I posted was 3 monkey emojis. My audience connected with it because I was the content in the native post. Paid activation or not, if you can work a content creator into your studio's brand image, you can plaster it anywhere. That content creator's community will gravitate to it, connecting with your brand. If you resonated with the content creator well, that's the goal. They will share it on their own accord or talk up the experience that they had. Bungie and Destiny would successfully execute this by having a community focus on specific content creators on their website per month, and they also had a spotlight of a community-made video or film. All of these were echoed into their social media channels, and what a way to keep the conversation going. Another way to connect organically is what I did at A44 with Ashen. I put together a pack of goodies and sent them out to content creators with no obligation to post anything, no obligation to play, and yes, they did get a free key. What ended up happening, and I have done this personally myself many times, is they did post with many thanks. These are a few of their images up here from Twitter. And they were so thankful, and of course they tagged myself, they tagged the brand account, and then their community sort of got drawn in naturally. Now, there we go. Now this here is probably the best kit I've ever been sent, ever. It is also the largest. I accidentally got sent 2 of them, and I wish I didn't say anything because I had to send the other one back, but that's okay. We're honest over here. So I posted about this, of course I did, and there's some of my stats over there. I was stoked, absolutely stoked. You know, I felt really special. It was completely unexpected. It wasn't sent from or organised from the New Zealand PlayStation office. It was from Global, so I felt really cool. So I have no idea how much this parcel cost, but I would say with how much money you can spend on paid advertisements on social media, you could probably achieve more by putting that same money into something like this and having it amplified on their social media. So social media is a wicked tool, and it can be capitalized on in many non-traditional ways, especially when it comes to building a community. I implore you to explore them, weave contrasting mediums together, get creative and see what happens. The key takeaways I have here are emphasis on how human you are, just be you, be assertive, be normal. Referring back to Cosmo when we first met him and had that interaction, he was just a guy, just a general guy, and those are the sort of things that we need. You know, we're not higher or below anyone, we're all just connecting together over games that we love. So I would definitely urge you guys to have that approach when talking to content creators and community members. Think from the perspective of the content creators' audience. What do they want to see? You know, they have their own individual reasons for being attracted to their favorite content creators. You know, how can you sort of utilize that so when you are creating content with this person, how it can be better translated to overall engagement with their community? Create as less hassle as possible. We're all very busy. Be concise and have a clear intent on your deliverables when you are doing these paid activations, or leave it on the table if it is a free one. I've been sent many packages over time, many free games, and a lot of the time it's just, here you go, we love what you do whatever you want with it, but if you are going to tag us, if you are going to post, just post a hashtag or something like that. It's really, really simple. And the last one is have fun. And that's my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorien. It's so cool